Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy, Driveimpact, back again with another video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about Street Fighter 6 beta. Yes, you heard that correct. Capcom delivered to me my Christmas gift, the Street Fighter 6 beta. There was 8 characters released for the beta. I primarily focused on using Kimberly, so she's a new character. Guy's disciple. Guy is her master in Bushin Ryu from Final Fight, so I definitely have to check her out. I used Jury, so she's returning from Street Fighter 5 and Street Fighter 4. Original Road Warrior Ryu, and then the new poster boy on the block, Luke. So those are the 4 characters that I kind of alternated between throughout the whole of the beta. We're going to go over a few mechanics, talk about the core gameplay, we're going to break it down. So without further ado, let's get into it. So one character in particular I was interested in trying out was Kimberly. I just want to see how closely she resembles Guy, what movesets they've shared in common, and what new flavour Capcom put on her movesets. She has a lot of Guy, but then she has a lot of uniqueness. She reminds me a bit of a Buki in a sense. She's got a lot of juggle properties. She's got these canisters that allow her to extend combos or to use it for like setups, traps. She can combo off her aerial EX grab. She's got a teleport. You can go either low, you can go high. It's non-stop, relentless attack. Too much. They gave her a lot of juggle properties and combo extenders that you wouldn't have deemed possible. So I'm not gonna like I said, there's a lot to it, a lot to digest. Capcom knocked out the park. During the beta, I came across some strong Kimberlys. Tech had to get stolen. Here's me getting absolutely bodied. Moving on to online play, the lobby system. You start off by choosing what server you want to join. You can change this on the fly. You can go to US if you want, but if you want the best experience, you're going to the region whatever you're part of. I'm missing footage here of me creating my character, but essentially you'll create a character and that'll be your character, your avatar to go to into this whole universe that Capcom have created. Very reminiscent of what we see in Arc System games. You have that arcade cabinet setup where if you want to face off against your opponent, both of you will go into a cabinet and lock in for that battle. So whilst you're waiting for someone to join your cabinet or to be thrown to ranked match, you have the option to go into training mode where you'll be able to brush up on your skills before the game notifies you that it's found you a new challenger. What I do like about what Capcom have done with this setup is you now have daily challenges. Example, they'll give you like win 5 rank matches in a day, which will reward you with in-game currency, which you can then utilize in their goods store. So here's where you'll be able to customize your character, similar fashion to what you expect in like a Tekken title. So you'll be able to change your top, your bottom, your shoes, your hat, and other accessories. To know what I saw in the beta was that they actually had certain items only available for limited time. So I reckon Capcom probably have time-based exclusive colors just to add to making every avatar unique and different. Capcom surprised me. They added some nostalgia to the game. In the Battle Hub, you'll find these retro arcade cabinets scattered around where you're able to play old school classic Capcom titles. So for example, I saw Street Fighter 2 there, so you can play arcade mode. I don't think you can play online. I also saw Final Fight, but not sure if you can do 2 players co-op. But it was just a nice little touch to see that, just kind of showing the history of Capcom. Drive Rush, one of the new core mechanics in Street Fighter 6. Now this mechanic is all about offense. To activate Drive Rush, you hold both of the medium attack buttons, then double tap the forward direction button in quick succession. As a means of facilitating your offense, when you activate Drive Rush, it actually changes the properties of the next normal you press during that mode. So something that is normally negative on block might become plus. Drive Rush was by far my most used mechanic. I used it at every opportunity possible. So again, talking about like using a neutral to get in, so you'd be at a mid-range game, maybe someone will do a fireball and then automatically I would use it to get in afterwards, just to have that plus frames on my next attack. So it allowed me to kind of continue that pressure against them. Another prime example I used a lot was from like neutral, so I use it to help facilitate my footsie game. If I connected with the crouch medium kick with Ryu, I would dash in immediately afterwards and use it as a combo extender, get the knockdown and then obviously facilitate the next mix-up. Visually, Drive Rush looks very similar to an FADC, as you are cancelling in normal to go into a dash. But unlike an FADC, you can't cancel it from a special move, you can only cancel from normals. And at that, select normals. Another strong application of Drive Rush is to use it after knockdown. Thanks to Drive Rush, you're actually able to combo off an overhead, so you'll be able to enforce a 50-50 high-low mix-up. Very, very strong offensive tool. Using Drive Rush in neutral costs 1 bar, but if you choose to use it from cancelling and normal, it ends up costing you 3 bars. So you've got to be cautious with utilising your drive meter. On to Driveimpact. Driveimpact is StreetFighter 6 version of Focus Attack. It costs 1 bar to activate and has 2 hits of super armor. Unlike StreetFighter 4, you can't cancel out of it, so once you let that rip, either it lands or it doesn't. The move is actually safe on block from what I've seen. The only counters I could find is either you parry on reaction or you counter their Driveimpact with your Driveimpact. But if it does hit, you're guaranteed a free combo. And if it hits when the opponent's near the corner, I'm talking about on block or even on hit, your character just stagger against the wall, and then they're just in this suspended state where they're just able to get juggled for free. It just makes being in the corner a very scary place to be. I mean, the corner is already dangerous in most fighting games, but Street Fighter 6, because of that whole Driveimpact, dangerous. To be honest, the risk reward for using Driveimpact is too good. You're getting too much mileage for 1 bar of meter. The only negative I could think of was that as time goes by, Driveimpact could become predictable, easy to react to, so you'll be able to start baiting it out and react to it. Street Fighter 6 even has an option within trainer mode to help you improve your reactions and punishes for a Driveimpact. Now I briefly just tested out this defense training option just to see what it was like. For the most part it seemed okay. I'm not sure on the depth on it, but yeah, like I said, on surface level it seemed alright. Parries make their triumphant return from Street Fighter 3, but unlike Street Fighter 3 where you either press forward or down to initiate a parry, in Street Fighter 6 you have to press medium punch and medium kick together. This is very akin to what you see in Street Fighter 5. As opposed to third strike, Street Fighter 6 has recovery frames on your parry, so once you let go of that button, you're susceptible to punish counters. For the most part, I found parrying to be underwhelming. It didn't give me that same satisfaction that you would in a third strike. And you've got to be very precise if you want to land the perfect parry, which gives you like a cinematic freeze, where you're able to then punish your opponent for the maximum damage, and it looks hella stylish. But those are few and far between. I just felt like the risk reward wasn't worth it in the end. Much preferring to go with either a Driveimpact or blocking in general. 100% my most unused mechanic. All in all, I had a blast playing the beta. I was putting in mad lab time with Kimberly, just had to figure out some new combo routes and stuff like that. So like I said, there was a lot to her. I was enjoying myself. I see some crazy stuff on Twitter. So the game's not even out yet, but the stuff people are coming out with, I don't know how they do it. I'm gonna put some of them up now so you can see them. I don't know what's gonna happen when the game comes out, but it's exciting times ahead. There was so much content I didn't cover, so I didn't talk about the ranking system, I didn't talk about burnout state. To give a brief explanation, once you've exhausted all your drive meter, you end up in this burnout state where your character will be in this desaturated color, and in this state you're susceptible to getting stunned. So if you get hit with a Driveimpact in the corner, you end up stunned. So there's no more traditional stun. I'm not sure if I mentioned it before, but drive meter is used for everything in this game apart from supers. So we're talking about if you block, that's taking down your drive gauge. Use an EX fireball, that's using drive gauge, or everything. Drive rush, Driveimpact, you name it, it uses it. Capcom's definitely moving in the right direction, and I haven't been this excited since probably Street Fighter Cross Tekken, but we all know how that ended. All I'm saying is please Capcom, don't drop the ball on this one. On that note guys, I'm gonna leave you to it. Peace. I've got the parry there, I can't do it from the block. I can't do it the first time.